I'm just saying, if you're a white, naturally blonde woman and you're over the age of 45 and you find yourself scrolling endlessly through TikTok trying to find the latest under eye cream, growing your hair back, get rid of the wrinkles, just give up, because you're not going to find it. Like, time is marching on, honey. And it's great to kind of maintenance. I'm all for maintenance. You know, I bought the Dermatology under eye concealer. I'm wearing it right now. You know, I've done all the things. I've done Botox in a couple years. I haven't done fillers in a couple years. I've tried all the things, and like, you get a little bit of help, but it doesn't get you back to where you really want to be. It's like you're just chasing. It's like chasing the rabbit. You know, you're never going to get there. And you have to just make peace with that and realize that, you know, you are where you are. You look like what you look like. And if you're even interested in getting into a relationship with somebody again, there are individuals out there that are so grounded that they're actually going to look at your face and they're going to be like, I really like this person's face because I like this person and I think they're beautiful on the inside and it makes their face beautiful. There are people out there like that. You have to be one of them too. You have to be open. Like, if you get to know someone and you're like, wow, this person's really amazing, you know? And I think that you can definitely fall in love with someone or fall in lust with somebody for their looks, and then realize after you break up, you're like, ugh, you're nauseated by them because they treated you like crap, right? Same thing happens the other way around. Like, we have to get our egos out of it and just kind of start loving and accepting ourselves for who we are, because we have to set a good example for the younger generation. They don't have it easy. And nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. And even if you do have the perfect body or the perfect face, what does that do? What does it get you? Right? Maybe you'll get a modeling career, maybe for a little bit, but that's not even guaranteed. Like, it opens some doors, you know? But what else does it really do? Nothing, you know? I think it's nice to try to dress nice and wear nice clothes, because I think it's or wear clothes that are fun or playful, because I think it brightens up the world and it makes the world a nice place. Like, just if you were going to paint a beautiful mural on a city brick wall, it's like, oh, I like to see that beautiful piece of art as I walk by. So I think that, you know, dressing up is a nice thing to do for yourself and others. It's a form of self-expression. It's fun, it's playful, it's healthy. That's what we really need to be focusing on. And will there be times where I probably use a filter and make a video and make myself look super ethereal? Yeah, I will, because I want to live in that fantasy world. But at the end of the day, I'm looking at my face in the mirror with all my lines and my cracks and my thinning hair, and I'm telling myself, and my cellulite and my stretch marks, and I'm telling myself how beautiful and special I am, and I hope you are too.
She's waving the white flag, but only because she ran out of ammo. She asks, what does a perfect body get you? It gets you the options, the husband, and the life she missed out on while she was chasing the rabbit. She's trying to rebrand her lines and cracks as high art, but really it's just rust on a vehicle that sat on the lot too long. She preaches radical acceptance, then admits she uses filters because she prefers the fantasy world, proving that even she doesn't want to buy what she's selling.
Another PSA, women do not use filters. Do not do duck face and do not use filters. It is a huge turnoff for men, and they will not even scroll. They will not scroll and read your profile. I mean, I'm sure some of them will, but I was talking to a guy last night, and he said a lady was like, hey, meet me at the bar. I've got 2 friends, and I'm going to be in a black shirt if you want to do that. And he said, oh, sure. He gets to the bar, and he's looking, and he's looking, and he's looking, and he's looking. And I mean, there's 3 ladies, and he was like, he left. And she was like, well, where'd you go? And he was like, you look nothing like your photos. I would never recover from that statement. And she was like, well, yeah, I did. I mean, yeah. And he was like, no, you literally look nothing like those photos. I mean, that's not okay. So I'm just encouraging you. And listen, I had it happen to me where I go on a date with a guy and he absolutely looked 25 years older than the photos. And on the date, he was like, well, yeah, my photos are old. And I thought, old? They're 25 years old. They are not 2 years old. So please don't do that. It's just waste of time. Who wants to show up and look worse? You don't want people going, ugh. I mean, and the duck face, the duck lips, and I'll see duck lips on men, and I'm like, that's the hardest no in the history of the world. So I understand men don't take as many selfies, and it's really awkward and difficult, but get somebody to take a photo of you, please, please, please.
She's warning against filters not because it's bad advice, but because she knows the humiliation of the walkout is real. That guy in her story isn't a villain. He's a hero of consumer protection. He showed up for the model in the picture, saw the bait and switch reality, and exercised his right to return the merchandise. If your profile picture requires a disclaimer, don't be shocked when he ghosts you in real life.
All right, it's 11:30 p.m. I'm single. I'm at the grocery store. Who else does this? Like, I feel like we need a club. Like, hey, I'm single. I'm at the grocery store. Hi, how you doing? Could you help me reach that bag that's right in front of me? What do I say? What do you guys do? Do you guys... I really feel like I'm gonna meet my man at the grocery store, and it's just not happening. I am. I look at rings. I look for rings now. So we have that covered. But I'm not meeting anyone at the grocery store. And I love grocery shopping. I do. I enjoy it. I think it's peaceful. I like comparing prices. I love all that. But I know men typically do not like the grocery store. So let me know. Do you look for single? Do you guys look for singles at the grocery store? I'm interested to hear your comments.
She's haunting the grocery store at 11:30 p.m. like a specter of spinsterhood, frantically checking for wedding rings in the frozen food aisle. She's rehearsing fake damsel in distress lines about reaching for bags, thinking she's going to stumble into a rom-com meet cute. Reality check. The only men there at midnight are buying diapers for the families they built with women who didn't wait until closing time to shop. She's wandering the aisles looking for fresh produce, not realizing that by midnight the shelves have been picked clean and she's just staring at the bruised leftovers.
All right, I have a question. I'm 46, single, no kids, okay? I find that I only meet men that lie. I really have hope that there's good men out there because I have a wonderful father and I had a wonderful stepfather that passed away. I know there's good men out here, okay? Where are you? Where is my person? Because I'm so tired of being lied to. Why is it so hard to just tell the truth? I can handle some shit. I do not. If you have some shit going on, I'm that person that's going to be there for you and back you up. I can deal with it. It's the lies. Like, just why? When you tell one, you just keep going and going and going. It's crazy to me. What's going on? Someone help me. Your single girl needs help.
She asks where the good men are. They're at home raising families with the women who didn't wait until 46 to start looking. She says she only meets men who lie, but that's because the honest ones aren't interested, so she's left scraping the bottom of the barrel for guys who tell her what she wants to hear just to get in the door. She claims she can handle shit and back you up, but that's not a romantic pitch. That's a job application for a caretaker. She wants a man like her father, forgetting that her father didn't marry a 46-year-old spinster with zero legacy.
I get asked all the time why I won't date. And it's simple. Because I'm freaking scared. Like, dating's not what it used to be. At all. People don't stay in relationships. People don't stay loyal to one person. Things get a little rough. They jump ship. They think the grass is greener on the other side. Well, the grass is greener on the other side probably because it's full of shit. The grass is green where you water it. Just saying. And I have been through enough in my past that I don't desire to go through that shit again. I mean, make dating like it used to be years and years back, before social media. Maybe I'll consider it. Until then, Lord, it just scares the hell out of me. When y'all can get some act right, then maybe I'll step up and step out.
She's demanding real old school love while hiding behind a camera filter so thick it technically counts as animation. She claims she's scared to date, but what she's really scared of is being seen in 4K resolution. She wants to return to a time before social media. Back then, you couldn't filter away 20 years of aging. She says the grass is green where you water it, but she's trying to sell artificial turf as a natural lawn. Men aren't jumping ship, they just realized the photo didn't match the property listing.
Why am I meeting men in their 30s, pushing 40, and they're like, I don't know if I'm ready for a girlfriend yet. What are you waiting for? Your girlfriend to be born?
That time of year, gotta keep a box of tissues by your bed, especially when the sniffles happen.
I sent a man a picture of me drinking my coffee this morning. He sent me back a video of his dick. So.
Stop with dick pics. Middle-aged men who send dick pic to our women they are trying to get in a relationship with, lad. You are all sorts of fucking special. All sorts of special. Who in their right fucking mind? Women of our age do not want to see your fucking penis before first date. We probably don't even want to see it after the first date. So what sort of fucking special are you? Are you unwell? Because do you know what actually happens? She will never want to speak to you again, but she will also screenshot what you just sent her, and she will send it on to our girls group chat, where we can all inspect your dick pic and give ourselves a fucking laugh. John from Lauren in particular, thanks very much for the giggles this morning. John, I would be stopping the sending of your dick pic because you're doing yourself no favors. Stop with dick pics. Yous are turning my friends off so bad, and these women just want a nice guy, you know? And I keep telling them they're right there, but yous are proving me so fucking wrong. Silly cunts.
Hi friends, so I just recently started dating, and dating meaning open to accepting a man's invitation to go out for lunch and or dinner. And one of my biggest pet peeves is I absolutely hate texting a guy, like back and forth, how you doing? Like, I cannot stand that. One, because it wastes my time, and I'm sure it wastes their time. Like, I don't have time to be texting you all day. So I immediately lose interest when a guy just wants to text. I value an old school guy that is like, hey, I'd like to take you out to dinner. Let's meet, because then we get an opportunity to, like, do I like you? Do you like me? Am I feeling you? Is he feeling me? Like, I want to know off the bat if I'm immediately not going to like him or I will like him. So that is one of my pet peeves is I'm not trying to text you, how you doing? How's your day going? Like, I don't have time to waste. And I hope that they feel the same way too. And this back and forth bullshit, like, and I've already written off 3 guys that way. So call me mean, call me a bitch, call me whatever. But if you got all the time in the world, great. I don't. And I'm intentionally dating because I want to intentionally date somebody and I don't want to waste their time. So, before anybody wants to go and beat up in the comments and start talking shit in the comments, like, you wouldn't want to waste your time either. You'd want to know, hey, you know what? Am I feeling her? Do I like her? I want to know what she looks like. Does she really look like her picture? Because what if you're spending all of this time in texting somebody and you don't like what they look like in person? And you don't like the way they laugh. Like, I know that's a bit shallow, but hey, a laugh can turn somebody off. So anyhow, I'm hoping that when I do go on a date that I'm really going to be, like, attracted to the guy. I hope he looks like his picture, or I hope he looks better in person. And vice versa. What if you don't like me? And that's fine. I may not be everybody's cup of tea. But I want to be enough for the guy that I meet. And I want the same as well. I want, like, he may have not been so attractive in his picture, but I hope he looks better in person. So, anyhow, that is the beginning of my dating life. Stay tuned for more. I'll let you guys know.
She says she doesn't have time to waste, which is the most accurate thing she's said. That clock isn't just ticking, it's counting down. She's disqualifying men for the crime of trying to have a conversation before investing in a dinner bill. She wants an old school guy to take the lead, but she lacks the old school grace to handle a simple "how are you" text. She's paranoid about whether he looks like his picture. That's pure projection. She's terrified he's going to show up, take one look at the unfiltered reality, and realize he's been catfished by the ghost of Christmas past. She calls it intentional dating, but it's really just speed running rejection.
Being single and a female in her 30s is getting harder and harder by the month. I say by the month because ovulation. I know I can't be the only one out here struggling. What is a girl who just wants to find her husband, but also doesn't want to go outside? What is she supposed to do? And if y'all say go outside, I'm gonna punch you through this phone because I just said I don't want to go outside. You see what I mean? Now I'm acting out of character. If you're my husband and you're watching this and you're not here right now to fix this and fix whatever else I may need fixed around the house, you're really getting on my nerves right now. You won't like me when I'm... Never mind. Let me get off this app. Bye, y'all.
She admits it's getting harder by the month because her ovaries are running a countdown, but she refuses to leave the house to beat the buzzer. She wants a husband delivered to her couch like a pizza. She's threatening to punch people for suggesting she actually make an effort, and she's already nagging an imaginary husband for not being there to do her chores. She asks what she's supposed to do. Keep waiting, because no man is going to break into her house just to get yelled at for being late.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Dating sucks.
Why is dating so frustrating? Why? So talking to this guy on this dating app, right, for about 2 weeks, exchanged phone numbers, everything's good, asks me tonight, what are your plans this weekend? When I say, oh, my kids are actually with their dad this weekend. I work on Saturday, but just half the day. How about you? Oh, I have no plans. Then fucking nothing. Nothing after that. Not would you like to meet up? Do you want to make plans? No, nothing. Why? Why even ask? Why are you even asking what my plans are? If you have no intention of asking. And the other thing that pisses me off is that I feel like people that do that just expect you to not have plans. Like they can ask you last minute. Like they'll ask me tomorrow night, hey, you want to hang out tonight? No, motherfucker, I'm busy. And now I'm busy, right? Am I really busy? No. But I'm going to tell you I'm busy because you really think that you can ask people the last minute to do something? Like make a plan, make it a priority. Because if people don't feel like they're a priority, they don't want to spend their time with you, right? Like, when I'm dating somebody, you are my priority. I make you my priority, right? I don't know. Dating nowadays is just so different. I don't think I'm ready for it at all. Nope.
She dropped the "my kids are away" bait and is furious he didn't bite. She expects to be a priority to a man she's never met, which is the height of delusion. She's literally inventing a scenario where he asks her out later just so she can lie and say she's busy, punishing him for not booking her in advance like a dental appointment. She'd rather rot on the couch alone and feel right than actually go on a date. She asks why dating is so frustrating, but she's the one treating it like a hostage negotiation.
So all the men from my previous post saying that they have found peace by being alone and they're not trying to date because they just want peace. Are you trying to say that we don't bring peace to your life? I have to disagree. I do not think that if a woman that you so desired was available to you, you would choose peace over commitment, sex, good meals with conversation, and things like that. So I'm going to call your bluff because I don't think that's true. This, by the way, is not police lights. This is some kind of flashing light in a parking lot. I'm not quite sure what it is. But anyway, again, calling your bluff, okay?
She asks, "Are you saying we don't bring peace?" Yes, that is literally exactly what they are saying. She's arguing with strangers on the internet, demanding they admit they want her, which is the exact opposite of peaceful behavior. She thinks men are bluffing, but they've just done the math. Commitment and meals aren't worth the headache. She lists basic human interaction as a bargaining chip, not realizing men would rather eat a sandwich in silence than sit through a 5-course meal of nagging. She thinks she's the jackpot, but to these men, she's just the tax.
Just curious, anyone else in my shoes where you're in your 40s, I'm 43, you're single for the first time ever since you were like a teenager. I've been single for 7 months, which is the longest I've ever been single in my life. I've always jumped from relationship to relationship. My last relationship, honestly, I've been through hell and back just trying to get over that, realizing that it's better not to just jump into something just because you're lonely. Instead, taking a step back and like trying to find yourself. And that's some hard shit. And I don't think enough people talk about that, just how crazy it is being in your 40s and being on your own for the first time ever. By the time you're that age, you think you have it all figured out. You're fucking know everything. Like, that shit is crazy when you go from always having somebody to not having anyone to lean on. Friends, yes, of course you have friends, but it's not the same as having companionship, and you gain a routine with a person, just having that person to give love to and receive love from. And it's crazy. Like, it's a rough thing to go through. And again, when you're used to going from relationship to relationship, I was married for 13 years and I'm just not used to being by myself. I realized in my 40s, I don't even know how to change a smoke alarm battery. I don't even know how to change a drill bit in a drill. There's so many things that I still don't know how to do because I never had to do it for myself. And it's been an eye-opening thing for me, and it's honestly been the worst and best time of my life, and I've been appreciating it as much as I can, just laughing at myself and just making the best of every day. But healing is different. Learning to heal solo is hard. So keep it up.
She admits she's been monkey branching since she was a teenager, never letting go of one guy until she had a firm grip on the next. She's 43 and single for the first time, not because she chose healing, but because she finally missed a branch and hit the floor. She treated men like live-in handymen for decades, and now she's helpless in her own home, staring at a drill like it's alien technology. She calls it finding herself, but really she's just realizing that without a man to carry her, she never actually learned how to walk.
Now I know why women in their 40s seem so angry, because everything has been a lie. Like, every single thing we've ever been taught and told, systems we've grown up in, and it's all a lie. And we've been taken advantage of. I can't believe the things that I'm saying. I can't believe the things that I believe. I can't believe the things that I've experienced. I can't believe the things that I've come to know and realize about my that I gave my entire adult life to somebody who didn't even like me, that I had kids before my nervous system was healed, so I just dumped all of my trauma onto them. Every person that I chose to be a part of my life, my picker was wrong, but it was wrong because of the system that I was within, because I was not healed. I didn't know I had any trauma. I didn't know I wasn't healed, so I was just choosing people to be in my inner circle that triggered me, took advantage of me, manipulated me, because that's all I knew. Women in their 40s were not angry. It's just we're awake. We're woke. Okay? We woke.
She claims she's awake, but she just sounds like she's having a nightmare of her own creation. She blames the system for the fact that she chose a husband who didn't like her and friends who used her. That's not a systemic issue, that's just bad judgment. She admits to traumatizing her own children because she wasn't healed, yet still manages to frame herself as the victim. She says 40-year-old women aren't angry, they're just woke. No, woke implies enlightenment. This is just the blind rage of a woman realizing she can't get a refund on a life spent making terrible decisions.
feel like I should call this channel Old Woman Complaining because I feel like that's all I ever do. Hear me out. I remember being in high school, my high school sweetheart pursuing me, and I remember him being like, I just want to take care of you and I just want to make you happy, and he was just like the sweetest kid, right? For a time, of course, we were in high school. It makes me think, like, I don't even remember the last time I've had a guy say that to me, a guy that I've dated. Usually we're both being selfish in some way, like there's really no like give. At least in my experience. And especially now in this whole dating culture, like I like to say on here how old I am. I'm 43 because like things are just so different now versus when I first started dating. And I think when I think of I want to take care of you, I don't really necessarily think of it like in a financial sense. Like my high school sweetheart, we were in high school, like he couldn't take care of me, but his idea of taking care of me was like protecting me and taking care of my heart. And I don't think that exists anymore in a lot of men these days, sadly. From what I've seen, I think they're just trying to figure themselves out, which is fine. There's no like sense of responsibility over your lover's heart. Like as a man, I don't know. The dating world right now is just so selfish. Men are just after one thing. They don't really see the value in anything else because there's so much of that one thing. So many people on apps, you know, for men and women, I guess. I don't know. Where are the people that value you as a human, like you as a person, like the people that know every nuance about you, like care to know even. Like I feel like that doesn't exist. So I'm not complaining about being single. I love being single. I love having my own space and I love not having to cater to some of these like text messages all day long. And I think until I find that in somebody that I actually find attractive and I actually would like to be in a partnership with, I'm going to continue enjoying fucking staying home on a Friday night and doing adult coloring books. Having a late night coffee because I'm living on the edge. Woo!
She remembers her high school sweetheart wanting to take care of her, forgetting that she likely left him because she thought the world had something better to offer. Now she's 43 and realizing that the blind, naive devotion of a teenage boy isn't something grown men hand out to women who have spent 2 decades riding the carousel. She calls men selfish for not wanting to take responsibility for her heart, but she wants the protection of a husband while offering the attitude of a dissatisfied customer. She claims she loves being single, yet she's spending Friday nights with adult coloring books, literally regressing to childhood because she failed to build a life as an adult.
This is why I don't date older men. I went on a coffee date with a man. He's 53. I met him on an app. Yes, a dating app. We went for one coffee. Sat together for an hour and we chatted. That was all good. He texted me probably that afternoon and said, oh, you know, when is it too soon to text? And thank you for the date. So he didn't ask me for a second date, which is fine. I'm all good with that. Whatever. Then a few days later, I get a text from him basically abusing me for uploading new photos on my profile. Oh, I'm not an idiot. I can see you've uploaded new photos on your profile. You've lost every bit of respect from me. This is why I don't date older men. He's obviously got some issues there. I'm not his girlfriend. I met him for 1 hour for one coffee. Guys, you don't own me because you had a coffee with me. This is why I don't date older men.
She screams, "This is why I don't date older men." But let's be real, younger men aren't exactly knocking down her door to take their place. She went on one date and immediately updated her profile photos because she's addicted to the hunt. She's not looking for a connection, she's looking for an upgrade. She treats men like disposable stepping stones, and she's offended that one of them actually noticed he was just another option on her roster. The guy might have been insecure, but he wasn't wrong about her mindset. He saw her refreshing the menu while she was still digesting the free coffee he bought her. She frames it as him being abusive, but really she's just mad that he called her out for being a tire kicker who keeps the open for business sign neon lit even when someone is trying to make a sale.